In this video, I am going to show you how I take my gardening tools such as clippers that have gotten rusty and crusty and get them back into great working shape. I have been out of town for a while and it's been pretty damp, rainy, cold. And I leave my tools outside because most of the time it's dry and sunny, but I've arrived home to find many of my tools are they've been rusted shut. You can see not only the spring, but the blade, my little snippers, definitely, feeling the effects of wet weather. So I want to do some spring cleaning with my tools, and I will show you what I do to get them back looking and working their best. The first thing that needs to be done with these tools is to give them a thorough cleaning in warm, soapy water to get all the dirt and grime off. I then make sure to fully dry them, and I'm using a cloth on my counter so any rust or grease won't stain my counter. The next step, and this is absolutely not sponsored, but I do like to use C.L.R, which stands for calcium lime rust, and does a great job at cleaning off all these deposits and stains. We also have hard water where we live, so I've used C.L.R to clean shower heads, things like that, but today we're using it for its rust removing abilities. There are detailed instructions found on the back of the container, but for my purposes today, I want to soak my tools in about a 50-50 solution, so half C.L.R, half water. And we obviously use this a lot, so I'm almost out, as you can see, but this should be enough for today. The instructions say to only soak for about 30 seconds, but my tools are looking pretty bad, pretty rusted, so I'm going to give it a good 5 to 10 minutes of soaking time. As they're soaking, you can actually see the buildup dissolving away in the solution. The small clippers look pretty rusty still, so after giving them a good soak, I rinse off the C.L.R solution and then use a small wire brush to really clean off those rust stains, deposits, and bumps. I also use a wire brush to really clean down the clippers and other larger tools. And then while cleaning them, I realized all the rusty springs and the handles can be removed. So I removed them and soaked them in the C.L.R as well. After the tools got a really good clean and brush down, I rinsed them for a final time and dried all the water off completely. I put the springs back in place, which was a little more challenging than I would have thought, but we got there. To really finish off the job and get the tools working beautifully, I greased them up, and I just used household avocado oil. I'm sure any kind of oil or even tool-specific oil will work great, but this will help get the action feeling good again. It will also help prevent future rusting. And this is a habit I'm going to try and keep up doing regularly so that my tools don't get this bad again. I also wanted to make sure that they don't stay overly greasy because I don't want the dirt to get stuck back on again. So I'm going to wipe them with grease and then kind of clean them down again. It's also recommended to wipe your clippers down with isopropyl alcohol between each use. That ensures no diseases or pests are transferred between your plants. So bear that in mind as another regular between use habit to keep up when using your tools. I gave everything one final wipe down and they were done. And here they are. Here is the before, and here's the after. I wouldn't say they're as good as new, but they are working just great. And that is it. Those are my tips for refreshing and maintaining your garden tools. If you have any tips and tricks yourself, please do put them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, so any comments you put down, I try and respond to. You can also, of course, find me on Instagram and TikTok, and don't forget to subscribe.